Our planet, in its infinite complexity, holds places of breathtaking beauty and unparalleled wonder. We are drawn to explore its farthest reaches, to stand in awe of its majesty. But nature, in its raw and untamed state, is not always benevolent. There are corners of this world where the very elements conspire against life, where survival is not a given, but a desperate moment-to-moment struggle. I am Raj, and on this journey, we will not be exploring idyllic landscapes or tranquil retreats. Instead, we venture into the heart of danger itself. Join me as we count down the top 15 places you will most certainly regret visiting. If, that is, you survive. Off the coast of Brazil lies an island that appears, from a distance, to be a lush, uninhabited paradise, Ilha da Queimada Grande. But this verdant isolation hides a terrifying secret. It is a kingdom ruled by serpents. Here, the golden lancehead pit viper reigns supreme, a species found nowhere else on Earth. Their venom is said to melt flesh. The density of snakes is almost beyond belief. Some estimates say 1 snake per square meter. Every step is a gamble. The Brazilian Navy forbids all but a select few from landing. Stories of those who perished serve as grim reminders. For the lanceheads, a sanctuary. For humans, a fortress of death. A place where we are not at the top of the food chain. In April of 1986, a catastrophic failure at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant unleashed a silent, invisible killer. Pripyat was evacuated in hours. Residents were told they would return in 3 days. They never did. Today, the exclusion zone is a ghost city where time stopped. Radiation levels still spike in hotspots scattered throughout. The very soil, the trees, the decaying structures, all contaminated with isotopes that will persist for thousands of years. A post-apocalyptic world where Geiger counters crackle and nature creeps back. Chernobyl, a chilling monument to human error, a place frozen in a moment of unimaginable horror. In the azure waters of the Bay of Bengal lies North Sentinel Island, home to one of the last uncontacted peoples on Earth. They have resisted, often violently, every attempt at contact. To them, outsiders are invaders, and met with a lethal response. Their hostility protects their world, and, crucially, protects them from diseases to which they have no immunity. It is illegal to approach within 3 miles. The prohibition protects the Sentinelese from us, and us from them. A true anthropological enigma, a living window into humanity's ancient past we can never view up close. Some cultures must be left untouched, their sovereignty respected from a safe, permanent distance. In the heart of Java looms Mount Merapi, its name, the Mountain of Fire. One of the most active and dangerous volcanoes, both giver of fertile soil and harbinger of destruction. Merapi specializes in pyroclastic flows, superheated avalanches of gas, ash and rock fragments racing at hurricane speeds. Temperatures can exceed 1,000 degrees Celsius. There is no outrunning them, there is no surviving them. Communities thrive in its shadow, lives intertwined with cycles of destruction and creation. To visit Merapi is to stand before immense, untamable power. In Tanzania, Lake Natron seems drawn from a surreal apocalyptic painting. Hypersaline and intensely alkaline, with a pH comparable to ammonia, fed by volcanic geology and sodium carbonate. Its most macabre feature, natural embalming, bodies encrusted and calcified in lifelike poses. Yet it is the single most important breeding ground for the lesser flamingo, astonishing resilience amid chemical peril. A world of stark contrasts, a deadly trap for the unwary, a cradle of life for the adapted. Beauty and danger intertwined at the water's edge. In Turkmenistan, the earth has been burning for half a century. The door to hell. In 1971, a drilling mishap collapsed into a gas cavern. To stop toxic methane, they lit it. Weeks became decades. A colossal, perpetual bonfire, its infernal glow seen for miles. The heat is immense, air thick with sulfur, the ground unstable, fumes hazardous. At night, the blazing pit lights the desert and lures swarms to their doom. A man-made wound that refuses to heal, burning a vast reserve into the sky. In northern Ethiopia, the Danakil Depression, one of the lowest and hottest places on Earth. Crust stretched thin, magma bubbling near the surface, a toxic palette of acid pools and sulfur crusts. Temperatures soar above 130 degrees, 44 degrees. The air can choke with poisonous gases, yet the Afar people harvest salt and traverse this crucible with ancestral skill. For outsiders, dehydration, heat stroke, and fumes make survival a razor's edge, a journey to the very crucible of the planet's creation. Carved into the Cordillera Oriental, Bolivia's death road earned its name. A perilous, mostly unpaved ledge, no guardrails, sheer drops for thousands of feet. At its peak, 200 to 300 died annually. Crosses mark grim memories of buses, trucks, and cars lost. Rain, mud, fog, rock falls, dangers multiplied, passing protocol inches from the void. A safer highway exists, but the old road draws thrill seekers on a 40-mile descent, a winding scar that demands absolute respect. On the Red Sea near Dahab lies the Blue Hole, a stunning circle that plunges over 100 meters. Snorkelers and novices admire the reef, but deeper lies the true temptation, the Arch. A tunnel to open sea at 56 meters, the siren's call of the diver's cemetery. Nitrogen narcosis impairs judgment. Misjudging the 26-meter tunnel risks getting lost, out of air, or sinking too deep. Memorials line the cliffs, well over 100, perhaps 200, perished here. A beautiful place hiding profound danger, a vertical grave for the unwary. On March 11, 2011, earthquake and tsunami triggered a catastrophic meltdown at Fukushima Daiichi. An exclusion zone emptied towns overnight, daily life silenced by an invisible threat. Okuma, Futaba, traffic lights blink over empty streets, shops stand with unsold goods. Unlike Chernobyl, containment and cleanup were extensive, some areas decontaminated and reopened, some residents returned. Vast swathes remain off-limits. Hotspots persist. Abandoned homes and overgrowth tell a complex story of recovery and danger, a reminder of nature's power and our technological vulnerability. A stretch of ocean, Bermuda, Florida, Puerto Rico, has captured imaginations. The Bermuda Triangle. For decades, tales of vanishings inspired books, documentaries, and wild speculation. Flight 19 vanished in 1945, the rescue plane too. Stories tell of deserted ships and vessels lost beyond the horizon. Explanations range from paranormal to scientific, rogue waves, magnetic quirks, methane eruptions. Many argue incidents reflect heavy traffic and volatile weather. Hurricanes in the Gulf Stream breed sudden storms. Whatever the cause, the triangle remains a symbol of the unknown, where the ocean swallows secrets whole. Deep in Dominica's Valley of Desolation lies the Boiling Lake, a flooded volcanic vent, superheated by magma below, kept at a near-constant boil. The arduous trek crosses dense jungle and barren steam fields where gases kill vegetation. 60 meters across, perpetually shrouded, the center of furious cauldron, the danger is absolute, scalding water and steam, levels can drain and refill without warning, mesmerizing beauty, and extreme unforgiving danger. In Siberia lies Oymyakon, the coldest permanently inhabited settlement on Earth. Winter routinely falls below -50. The 1933 record hit -67.7. Exposed skin freezes in minutes. Even breathing can be dangerous. Cars must run, or engines freeze solid. Metal shatters, graves require days of fires, homes stand on permafrost stilts. 500 residents endure with remarkable resilience, a life of constant battle. Oymyakon pushes the limits of human endurance. Unlike our natural hazards, Kabil's primary danger is entirely man-made. Once a vibrant Silk Road stop, the city has endured decades of invasion, civil war, and insurgency. A place of stark contrasts, bustling streets beside ruins where violence can strike without warning, suicide bombings, kidnappings, armed attacks, particularly targeting foreigners and government facilities. Yet its people work, trade, raise families, and hope for peace, resilience amid instability. For outsiders, one of the world's most dangerous urban environments. Our final destination is Deceptive, a curated garden in northern England. Behind black iron lies the Alnwick Poison Garden, every plant a potential killer. This is no ordinary garden, over 100 lethal varieties. Guided tours are mandatory. Strychnos nux vomica, hemlock, Ricinus communis, beauty and danger intertwined, medicine and poison through history. Some specimens are caged. Even the air can be hazardous on hot days. A chilling reminder, sometimes danger grows quietly, beautifully, right in front of us. We have journeyed to the planet's most formidable edges, From islands ruled by serpents to cities frozen in radioactive silence, from the infernal heat of the Earth's core to the absolute cold of its poles, these places command respect. They define our boundaries and showcase resilience. From Lake Natron's flamingos to the people of Oymyakon, they teach consequences. Darvaza's fire, Chernobyl's silence, testaments to nature's untamable spirit. The allure of the unknown will always call, but wisdom is knowing which frontiers to leave untouched. In these places, the Earth speaks in the language of fire, ice, and poison, reminding us of our own fragility.